celebration. And an event of celebration it certainly is, because we are celebrating the arrival of the newest member of the Cadillac family. I'm really pleased that you are here this evening, because you may not realize it, but you are participating in the shaping of history. You are witnessing the next chapter in the long history of this storied brand, and you are witnessing a 112-year-old car maker taking the bold step of reinventing itself. Cadillac, in its history, occupied a position at the very pinnacle of premium brands. And every day, we are taking a step towards recrafting and reshaping that history as we take Cadillac right back to where we've come from, to be comfortably ensconced amongst the very pinnacle of global premium brands. We will do so also remaining true to our roots. And Cadillac as a brand is part of Americana. It is part of the fabric of American culture. And so our brand too will establish itself with a unique American flavor, bringing to bear our unique set of Cadillac values, which really embrace also that spirit of a brand that is bold, sophisticated, but also reflecting that American character of optimism, the joy of life for today, but also having this fundamental belief that the future holds even greater things in store. The symbol V has always been a very important part of the Cadillac heritage. It has been a central element of the design thematic of the brand over many, many decades, and continues to do so until this day. And we use the symbol V to also denote then the very pinnacle of the Cadillac brand. And the V series is therefore the ultimate expression of our technical prowess at Cadillac. It's the pinnacle of our technical and technological capability. It's the showcase for our engineering competence, and it is the benchmark for driving dynamics, performance, and luxury. Now, those of you who know me will have heard me say on more than one occasion that I also firmly subscribe to the hypothesis that you can never have too much power. And I still believe in that to this day. The ATS-V has been developed on the world's racetracks. It is lighter, more agile than the very best offerings that any of our European competitors in the segment can bring to bear. It steers faster, it accelerates faster, it stops quicker. The body construction uses lightweight materials, which is part of the secret of this phenomenal performance and agility, with extensive use of high tensile strength steel, aluminum components, and also carbon fiber elements. But it is also a Cadillac, which means it's a luxury car. And this really is also reflected in the interior, which shows our craftsmanship with high-grade materials cut and sewn by hand. But in a performance car, of course, the engine is the very heart of the car. And so too it is in the case of the new ATS-V. The engine in this car is a new twin-turbo V6, developing a phenomenal 455 horsepower and a very impressive 445 pound-foot of torque to really give you that shove in the back as you accelerate. And so it shouldn't be too surprising that the 0 to 60 acceleration time for this car is a very impressive and exhilarating 3.9 seconds. Now I have one, I suppose, advantage over you in working for the company, and that means I get to drive the cars before you do. And I've been fortunate enough to have the opportunity of driving the new ATS-V on our proving grounds at Milford. And I can tell you, astonishing doesn't begin to describe it. It's not only the acceleration and the handling and the precision and the braking, but the sound that it makes already is enough reason to rush out and buy the car. And I'm pretty confident you'll agree with me when you experience the car firsthand. Please join me then in enjoying your first glimpse of the all-new ATS-V Coupe. I hope you like it. Originally in the script, they had drafted, it looks like sex on wheels, but they said that's inappropriate. So I won't say that. We are going to introduce the ATS-V as a coupe seen here. There's also a sedan derivative in a different room inside the building, and it complements also the race car derived from these two vehicles that you see exhibited behind me. The race car, as a matter of interest, uses a further fine-tuned development of the engine in this car, producing an impressive 600 horsepower, which shows you how bulletproof the engine is that is in the new ATS-V. Now, I can also tell you that the ATS-V is the second model in the V series. The first having been the CTS-V, that has already established a cult following, and I can tell you that we are looking at expanding the V family to become a whole sub-brand of performance cars at Cadillac. So there'll be several more to follow to appeal to discerning aficionados who really demand and expect the very best in terms of vehicle technology. You know, there are many stereotypes, and one of the stereotypes, of course, is that the very best luxury cars and performance cars all emanate from Europe. And is the case, as is the case with most stereotypes, let me tell you that is complete nonsense. With the ATS-V and with the ATS from which it's developed, and with the CTS, Cadillac has thrown down the gauntlet to the European brands that dominate the premium space. And we look forward to taking the challenge right to those established and illustrious and renowned premium brands. There's much more to follow as we take a new and determined step on this long journey as this 112-year-old brand dares to reinvent itself. There'll be more to follow. I thank you for joining us, and I'd like to invite you also to join us at the auto show tomorrow to see